happily. Joining us right now, the host of Brunch Boxing, the master of the walk and talk, the master of the sit and spit, the John Madden of boxing. We have EzRaw Boxing with us. What's going on, Ezra?
You guys did fantastic. You know what? I joined in and I go, maybe I'll get a question off. And then I heard it and I was like, no, this doesn't need me right now. This is great. This is great, Matt. Great job.
Okay, guys, I'm sorry. Here's Gabby Tellez, okay?
Hey, let's go. Hey, listen.
Yeah. Go ahead. It's on voice. It's on speaker. Oh, okay.
So joining us right now. We got main event Gabby, okay? 18-time national champion. She's already top 10 in the WBA at Super Featherweight. Only 18 years old, by the way. Only 18 years old. We have Gabriela Tellez. What's going on, Gabriela?
What's up? How you doing?
Oh, we're good. We're good. Now, like I said, you are a very decorated amateur. You've been fighting basically since you were like 9 years old, something like that?
Yeah, I had my first amateur fight at 8 years old.
Oh my gosh. And now you finally turned pro in 2024. You went 3-0. You got a stoppage. What's been the transition for you from amateur to pro?
I mean, there's been a lot of different transitions, different coaching, different styles, different habits. I think just the transition into pro has been a real eye-opening too. It's good.
Yeah, absolutely. Now I heard that you just came out in the ring. What, you were working out or you were sparring?
No, I was just training, doing mitts and bag work and stuff.
Okay. Now, when are we going to be able to see you back in the ring?
I'll be back in the ring February 1st on the Benavidez versus Morel undercard.
Oh, that is awesome. Do you have an opponent yet?
I don't know for sure. I think we're still looking for one.
Okay, now let me ask you a question, because you just turned pro last year, and already you're on one of the biggest events of the year. Tell me what's that like for you? Like, what are you feeling when you got the call? Hey, you're gonna be on Benavidez versus Morel.
Honestly, I was very excited. I was very blessed. I was very happy. It was my birthday. Coach had called me and was like, "How you feel about it?" I was like, "I feel good. I feel excited." It shows like my hard work's paying off, and I still got a lot of hard work to put in.
Yeah, absolutely. Now, you are already top 10 at 130 pounds in the WBA. Like, how soon are you looking like to fight for a title, or are you just trying to feel your way around the sport for now?
I feel like I'm ready whenever my coaches and my team say, we got this opportunity, how you feeling? That's when I know I'm ready. If it's within the next few fights, I'll be ready for it whenever.
Okay. Now, talk to me about your last fight. You did a very good job. You got the decision. You looked good. Just talk to me about your prep going into that fight and how'd you execute your game plan.
It was a very experienced opponent. I fought a very experienced fighter. She definitely came in fighting. I knew I knew I was going in with an experienced fighter. I knew I had to be on my toes. I had to be the best I could be, the best shape, the best mentally, physically, everything. So, it was a good fight. Yeah, it was a good fight. I enjoyed every moment I was in there with that type of fighter.
Now we got to talk to your big sis a little earlier. She's going to be fighting on the 15th. Obviously you come from a fighting family. What's it like growing up with a family of fighters, basically?
It's good. It's a blessing, you know what I mean? Because not a lot of people get to experience that. I get to see how a lot of other other people think in my family, like my mom, my dad, my sister, everybody gives me different advice, whether I'm sparring, fighting, even if I'm just regular training, they all give me different advice. So I feel like not everybody gets that. So the chance I get that in this family, is very good.
Who?
Now,
Oh, quick question.
I'm sorry. No, go ahead.
Who
Go
put
ahead,
you guys
Ezra.
into boxing? Like, what family member was like, yeah, we gotta get you guys into boxing? Like, I'm curious about that.
It was I know my uncle and my dad used to always watch boxing, but they weren't really like a big fan of me and my sister getting into boxing at first. But then they put my sister in the gym, and me and my sister was always together. I was only 4 years old when she first got in the gym, so they were kind of like, man, you still a baby. You don't need to be getting in the ring. You don't need to get punched. So they were just like, nah, you don't need to. But it kind of grew onto us once we got into the gym, and, it just became something that just made us happy. So they let us continue doing what we do.
Now, you're basically the baby of the Benavidez boxing gym. So, what's that like being around all that talent, like Jose Senior, Jose Junior, David, Diego, Daniel, your sister? You're around a lot of talent. What's that like?
It's amazing. You know what I mean? Like, it's amazing. Like the same energy that I put into them, and they always gonna put into me, and I know it. And I just think it's like they look at me the same way as they do as anybody else. You know what I mean? Knowing I'm a female, knowing that I'm still young, they still look at me like that, and it means a lot to me.
Now, what kind of fighter would you describe yourself as? Like, what's like your fighting style?
I say I'm a boxer. I'm real technical when it comes to the ring. I could box, but if we wanted to fight, you want to come in brawl, I could definitely outbox you when you want to do that.
Now, you're a decorated amateur, 18-time national champion, international gold medalist. Can you just talk about like your amateur career and maybe some of the girls that you came across that gave you your toughest fights coming up?
Yeah, I had a real challenging career in the amateurs growing up, just because even in the amateurs I was always the youngest in my bracket. I was 13 fighting people that was 14, 14 fighting people 15, 16. I was always a baby in the division. But I always got compared to my sister. So that was kind of like, nah, I need to definitely show how different I am. And I think with long time that became a bigger thing too. Like, oh no, you're different. Like, we could definitely see the style coming out now. And it was just amazing. Once I got on Team USA and I went international, that told me like I feel like I really proved something to myself in my amateur career. So it was just a good long. It felt long, but everything that I did in there paid off eventually.
Right now.
Oh, I'm sorry. Go ahead, Ezra.
Right now, women's boxing is like on the up right now, right? There's a lot of big names, a lot of big fights. Are you think you coming in boxing right at the right time for women's boxing? Because it feels like it has a lot of room to grow, but it's already a growing sport. It's already a growing thing in the sport.
Yeah, I feel like I'm coming in at a perfect time. You know what I mean? Like, there's the best of women's boxing still in the game, and they in their prime, so you never know. And there's a lot of young females coming in, and it could bring in a lot of talent. It could definitely bring in a lot of show a lot of talent. What I mean, like, we can always get put in. You never know with the best, even when it's early. So I feel like it's a real good thing. I'm coming in at a perfect time. My team know what they want from me, and I know what I want from them. So yeah.
Well, what we want from you on February 1st is a victory. So can you give us a victory on February 1st?
Most definitely. It's definitely going to be a show. I'm definitely going to put on. So y'all just make sure y'all stay tuned.
Listen, I don't want to put no pressure on you. That has appeared on Brunch Boxing has won their next fight. So you got to keep the streak going.
Oh, for sure.
But listen, tell the people where they can find you at, where they can support you at, just so we can all give you a follow.
Yeah, my Instagram is sosa.gabriela. That's really all I be on, for real. Just Instagram.
Come on, we got to get you on Twitter. Why does everybody love Instagram so much? It's just pictures.
I mean, Twitter, Instagram, kind of the same thing.
Nah.
Yeah. Oh no, it's definitely different. Yeah, but that's all I be on. You look up Gabriela, and that's where I'm at.
Yeah, no doubt. Listen, I 100% appreciate you for joining us. Best of luck to you February 1st. I know you're going to come away with the victory. I look forward to seeing how your career progresses.
Thank you.
That was 18-time national champion, top 10 rated super featherweight, Gabriela Tellez, ladies and gentlemen. Listen, and like she said, February 1st, David Benavidez, David Morrell, she's going to be on that card. Listen, that whole event is absolutely stacked. It's absolutely stacked. We got the main event with the two Davids. We got the co-feature with Stephen Fulton versus Brandon Figueroa Part 2. We got Isak Pitbull Cruz on the card. He's going to be going up against Angel Fierro, who could fucking crack. We got Jason Rosario, former unified champion. He's going to be going up against the young killer Jesus Ramos. It's going to be a great card. You know, they just announced that Miko Cuello's going to be on the card. Yoenli Hernandez is going to be on the card. Two young, heavy-hitting prospects, you know, the future stars of boxing. Actually, the Miko Cuello fight is going to be an eliminator for a WBO featherweight belt. So, yeah, better look out for him. So he's probably going to end up being a future opponent for Shushu Carrington in order to get that WBA title shot. So y'all better look out for him. We got Jose Benavidez Jr. He's gonna be on the card. We got Gabriela Tellez. She's gonna be on the card. We got the Iceman Daniel Blancas, who's one of the best young super middleweights. He's only 23 years old, undefeated. He's gonna be on the card. That's going to be a huge fucking event. So I'm telling you guys, you better not miss it. And, you know, listen, the Benavidez boxing gym, they are doing the damn thing in boxing right now. Like I said, that's one of the best stables in boxing. And if you really think about it, the oldest person in the stable is Jose Jr., and he's only 32 years old. So they're literally one of the best and young stables in the entire sport of boxing. You know, so I love what Jose Senior is doing out there, man. He has a lot of talent on his hands. A lot of talent. And his first big bopper is going January 25th. You know, he got Diego Pacheco going up against So Cold Steven Nelson. And he got Omar Salcido going up against Andy Cruz. A lot of people don't think Salcido's supposed to win that fight, but you know, there were some people that didn't think Salcido was supposed to be Chris Colbert, and we saw what happened with that. You know, like this kid, he's coming to fight. He's coming to fight. You know, I was hoping he could join us right now, but he's out getting his paperwork done, stuff like that. So he has a lot of paperwork to do. So, you know, I'm not sure if he's going to be able to join us. You know, Emily would know best. But listen, they got a lot of good stuff going on over there.
Hey,
man.
Matt, what's more impressive? You being two-time valedictorian or 18-time national amateur champion? I'm just curious.
Listen. I got to be honest. Like her accomplishments dwarf in comparison.
Okay, just making sure.
You know,
just making sure.
Hey, listen. Her accomplishments make me look like I did nothing with my life. Like imagine being an 18-time national champion. She turned pro at 17 years old, EzRaw.
I don't think I've been.
This is a girl, by the way. A girl. Like, you don't usually see women turning pro that early. You know? Like she turned pro very, very early. And She got hands.
I don't think I've been 18-time anything in my life, honestly. I don't think I've been 18-time a good employee, like in a day. You know what I mean? Like I don't think I've ever done that.
Oh man, I think the only thing I've done 18 times was like pass out drunk. That was about it. I mean, definitely not an 18-time national champion. That's fucking insane to me, man. And listen, they both got hands. You know, they come from a fighting family. So can we call them the fighting Tellez's, the fighting Roaches and the fighting Hernandez's?
Yeah, they're the fighting Tellez's. I was gonna bring that up. Yeah, like do you guys call yourself the fighting Tellez's? Because that's a great. I love when people do that.
Hey, listen, man. I can't wait. I can't wait. Listen, I'm hoping that Mike gets there early so he could go live and film in the arena because I want to see everything. I want to see every fucking fight that's on that card because that is going to be a monster card.